Hi. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're getting this special intro because my computer decided to be cringe, and when we recorded the video, it would like lag and then catch up, and it would look bad. So I'm sorry the video looks bad, but it's still another episode. So great. Okay, enjoy the podcast. Bye. 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 Enjoy the podcast.
Welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone. We're going to do a review on GU Myrtle Wilson real quick. See if it's based or not. Trevor has open access, so see if it's committable, see if it's like take damage.
Okay, well,
Apartment
anyways,
tour.
welcome back to the GleeSpeak podcast. I haven't made a podcast in a long time for this show, and I'm just like low-key excited because it's been like 3 weeks. We did like 2 weeks off.
Such a long time.
We simply were just saying goodbye to Taylor and Rod for like 2 weeks.
Who was the last one on the last episode?
The last episode we did was with me and August and John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically.
And so we got Uriah back, who's
Yep.
being based.
Co-host.
And then we also have a new member. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. First name and last name?
Sure, I don't care. Introduce
Government
yourself however
name.
you want. There are two Nicks, so, I mean,
Right.
do what you will.
Well, my name's Nick. My last name's Marrero. I'm going to be a senior next year, and I've been in choir since spring of freshman year. But, I didn't do choir during high school, and it started when I was in college, so I'm relatively new compared to a lot of people. But, I joined Glee middle of fall semester last year, so like halfway through junior year. And I also did a concert and chamber choir.
What voice part?
Tenor 2 to be specific.
Tenor 2.
Tenor dos.
Tenor
2.
And you're studying abroad this fall, which is kind of, you're studying abroad this fall.
Good.
Which is, there's a little tenor moment there, which is kind of bass. What are you doing?
I'm going to Madrid. It's the same program that Taylor did when he was gone, fall of senior year. It's IAU, Institute of American Universities. I'll be there from September to December. I wanted to go to Madrid because I'm like learning Spanish right now. I've been doing it for 1 year, so I want to get better. I'm doing a homestay while I'm there, but also like, I'm also completing my math minor while I'm over there. I'm taking a statistics class, and I also really want to travel around once I get there, visit as many countries as I can financially.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about being in Europe is it's a lot cheaper to travel and stuff like that. So
Oh,
you'll
for
have the
sure.
opportunity to see like a lot of really cool things.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Hype.
I'm
Public
excited
transit.
to walk places too. Like I love
Yep.
walking.
Walkable cities.
Walkable
Walkable
cities.
cities.
Goated.
It's like a thing with Europe. It's
Yep.
like not a thing here.
Yeah.
Which is like cringe.
By the way.
Barely.
I guess something to point out if you're listening to the video episode of the podcast, if you're watching the video episode of the podcast, you might notice our luxurious background and hopefully our not windy audio. We're sitting out in front of the Myrtle Wilson Performing Arts Center, and this room, literally right here, is where the choirs all rehearse. So this is where Glee Club rehearses, and concert choir and discontus for the coming year. We just thought it would be fun to just record the pod outside, kind of just show off
Yeah.
everything. But the wind is going to be cringe.
Yeah.
And they banned Sal from going inside the Murdy Bird.
Yeah.
Good. You know what was hype that I did this week? I did a whole like speedrunning thing, which was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah. What
I did a
game?
high speedrunning thing. Okay, well I didn't play in it, but basically I spent the entire week organizing what's called a live time attack. So normally, when I participate in speedrun, either I host or I play in speedrunning events, it's like usually like a bracket style format. It's like two people face off. There's seeds. You race, best 2 or 3 races or whatever like that, and then you move on through the bracket. But that's like not a great way to judge like your skill level, because like what if you like just like are a really top runner and you just have a really bad day and you just lose.
Like
then it's
lag
like
out or
there's
something?
no way you can recover. Like you're just out for forever. And so it's not like It's fun, but it's not as fun because it's not a great way for you to judge skill, like the true skill level of a player in a game. So the new format that speedrunning is like taking is a format called a live time attack. I guess also I should preface for the audience. Speedrunning is beating a video game as fast as possible. So like there's a bunch of people who just like play the same video game over and over and over again to try and beat it as fast as humanly possible.
Beat.
And so some people will do that and like do tournaments to like fight each other. You're so weird. But
I'm not a speedrunner though.
But we did a live time attack, which is basically you give players a certain number of hours over a certain number of days. So we did 2 days, 6 hours per day, and they're allowed to do as many attempts as they want. So they can spend that time not playing if they really want, or practicing,
Restarting.
or actually doing attempts. And whoever finishes the fastest possible run in that set time frame is deemed the winner. Which is way better because it gives people like that. Also, just like shows what speedrunning is like because like you're gonna reset in a speedrun. Like most speedruns don't actually finish if something bad happens, and so it actually shows like what it's like to actually speedrun, and it gives you a time frame, and so you're probably not gonna get your personal best, but it's a better representation of a player's skill level because like, you can see if a player can actually pull off a good run if you give them a certain number of hours. We did again 6 hours over 2 days. But it actually went really, really well because the world record for this run going into it was 25 minutes, 58 seconds. And only 2 people in the world had ever gotten a run finished in under 26 minutes. By the end of the event, the top 4 finishers finished in under 26 minutes. And the world record was broken not once, but twice.
Nice.
So it was actually like a really hype event, and it like went super, super well. But that like took up most of my time this week because I wasn't playing, but I was the main commentator, and I was like trying to find the players and find commentators because I'm not going to commentate for 12 hours. You know what I mean? That's just a lot. But
It's like he's
Try
jumping
now.
again. He's jumping again.
yeah,
by
it's
the
like
way.
literally because it's like really hard because right, because you're looking at like we had 7 different players playing, and so you had to like be able to watch 7 different runs, figure out where they at in the run. Is it worth full screening them because you can full screen different players?
Base.
And so it's like you have to figure out as a commentator like what is the important run to be looking at this moment in time and stuff like that. And so it's really hard and it's really draining. But it was a lot of fun in the event. Honestly, it was a huge success. The only thing that wasn't a success was I had this dude sign up for commentary who had run the game like 3 years ago and had record like 3 years ago. And I was like, you can commentate, right? And he was like, yeah. And he signs up for 1 commentary slot on day 1 and 2 commentary slots on day 2. And on day 1, I was telling Uriah about this.
Yeah.
He's so stupid. He literally talked about bombing Thomas the Tank Engine, which is like literally so dumb.
Yeah.
For like 30 minutes, he talked about like bombing Thomas the Tank Engine, and then sent like a bunch of really like bad links in chat. Like, and to be clear, we were not restreaming. Like, we were getting restreamed by another organization. So another organization was helping us put on the event.
Oh, really?
So we're being hosted on a completely separate Twitch channel owned by an org. And then, like, the owners of the org were like, yeah, so we literally can't talk about bombing Thomas the Tank
It was
Engine.
like,
It's just like, I literally can't control that. So I had to last minute sub him out and get 2, like, other people to fill his slots because it was like, I can't have you talking about bombing Thomas the Tank Engine for literally 4 hours. This is so bad.
That's crazy.
Anything else exciting happened for you guys this week?
I mean, my family's in Chelan the past week.
Base.
Uriah knows
yep,
because he wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
But
Good.
But I do know about Chelan.
you do know about Chelan, though. But yeah, no, my family and I were in Chelan for like the past week. For part of it, my buddy Antoine, who I've been friends with since freshman year. Shout out Antoine Dreon.
Good. Should you inquire?
No, he.
Wait,
No,
is-
he's. Sorry,
what's
Antoine.
his
He's
race?
a good singer. Race?
Yeah.
F1.
Oh, okay, base.
No, French.
He's French?
Yeah, he's French.
That's sick.
But
Not ethnicity, not race.
I don't know.
Same. Wait.
White,
That
just
Caucasian.
that sounds like a black name.
Antoine.
Like Antoine.
No, it's like Anton.
Oh.
It's like the French version of Anton. But anyways, like Antoine came out and he stayed with us for a couple days, and it was really fun having him over. He taught me how to dive because I never learned how to dive.
So you just like jump,
Yeah,
Wait, you mean
jump
like-
splash.
like head first into the water.
Dude, how does that not hurt?
You do
you
it
simply
right.
just break the water with your.
Well,
you
but
go
you
like,
You
told
go
me-
like this.
Yeah.
You go like that.
You break the plane.
You break the plane. You
Wait, how would I
enter in
know
at
the
the right
difference?
angle
How would I know?
because you
swimming.
don't swim.
Okay, I literally am autistic and can't swim.
You can't. It's not like Mario where you press A and then you go
Can't.
up.
I
You
wish.
can't double
I
jump
wish
out the
I
water.
literally wish it was that easy. If it was that easy, life would be based. I'd be like sprinting all over the place, long jumping. I'd have
Using
mad
your,
long jump moves.
your water shooter thing.
Water shooter.
Yep, flood.
Flood.
Good.
Flood.
Mhm.
Flood.
Yep.
Did you guys go
That game's
tubing?
actually trash.
Tubing? Like with a boat?
Yeah.
No.
What else would you be tubing with? Man's in a kayak, just like going swimming in a kayak,
Nah.
pulling the tube behind.
We did go to the water park there. They have like this big ass surfing thing, like one of those artificial
Oh,
waves.
yeah.
But like Antoine and I, took 45-minute lessons.
Did you guys learn how to do it, like, actually?
Yeah, we barely stood up. We suck ass still. but,
Shaking and baking?
it was a lot of fun. Like I actually got cause like the artificial wave has like the thing in the middle that you ride on.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you fall off, you get shot back, and it's like thrashes you
Yeah.
around. The second time I fell, I got caught in the undertow, so I literally I fell in, and then like I had my eyes closed for like 3 seconds,
And
and
then-
then I tried to stand up, and I opened my eyes and mouth, and I was still underwater. So I closed my eyes and mouth again, and then I just kind of like laid flat and pushed off, and then I just got shot out, and kind of like landed on my feet. And I was like, what?
Like, have you seen the videos of the dudes who like do that and then their like shorts come off? And they're, like,
My
fall,
short.
like-
I had to make sure I wasn't mooning
Yeah.
everybody. No doubt that. I had to do a little check.
Oh, good. You've done literally nothing the last week.
No.
You're like lonely as F. That's actually so mean. I
No.
shouldn't
That
have
is
said
bad.
Listen.
Don't hang out to dry like that.
I mean, I did visit my family this past weekend, so
He
it
did
was
do
based.
something.
But it's like you're in that like awkward lull because like Taylor and Rod have left,
Mm-hmm.
and like Sal's here now, which is base. But like I'm not fully moved in yet, so it's like
Just like limbo.
it's just like you and
limbo
Sal just
state.
like stimming for like 2 weeks, and it's just
Yeah.
like
Smash Bros.
What?
Just playing
Bros
Smash,
smashing.
smashing. Just leave the Switch here this next weekend.
no, I want to play, dude. After that event, I want to play NSLU. I want to speedrun. So like I low key kind of want to take the Switch home, and I'll literally be moving in a week from tomorrow. I'll be on campus for good,
Good.
which will be base.
But yeah, went home, went to Jump Zone with Taylor. I was based. Shout out Taylor Lupo. And then just, yeah, that was it. Came back today.
Really just had to do the jump zone thing like 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah. If you know Jump Zone, it's based. It's the perfect like STEM activity to do. So it's like you're getting active, but also like having fun. So it's not just like
Yeah, that's why we didn't have the podcast last week, because last week we were celebrating Taylor's last weekend,
yeah,
and we were doing the same thing, but up here in
Forgot
Spokane in
about
the
that.
valley, which
Yeah.
was like heck of fun. It was like there was actually the low-key the highlight of that jump zone. I guess it's not jump zone, but it's like the same idea, like indoor trampoline park. Was that basketball court was actually low-key sick,
Yeah.
because it was like a trampoline basketball court, but like I don't know how to describe it other than like sturdy. Pause.
Well, it's like it wasn't like completely hard. Pause. It was just like semi bouncy. So you could like when you jump, you get a little bit of like
Yeah.
reverb, and so like you could like dunk. But
So
it was,
you get the jump height, but you have to put in a lot more energy to
Yeah.
get the maximum jump. So you could literally run on it as normal if
Yeah.
you really wanted.
yeah,
So it was like a 2-in-1 bonus glitch.
yeah.
Bonus.
So we played horse, and we're
I was
just
trash at
yeah.
that. I was like I'm
It
like
was
the
just-
most unathletic person in the
Him
friend
and
group.
Sal were just doing random shots. Just it was funny though.
Sal being like, "Hey, you don't have to take the shot from there." Take the shot from there. Be like, Sal would. It was like, I think the turnover was it like Taylor then Uriah,
Yeah.
then Sal and me? No, it was Uriah. It was you then
It
Taylor.
was me, Taylor, then you,
and then Sal, and then I ended
yeah.
it. And like you would sink it, and then Taylor would miss it, and Sal would go to sit and be like, "You literally don't have to shoot from there," and you would just still do it anyways. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Did there like 3 times in a row? It's like, no, literally, you're not.
Yeah.
You literally don't have to play from there anymore. If you literally want to anymore.
And then we met this based kid. He was like this little like African kid or black. I'm not sure, but no racism by the way. But he was like we were playing like basketball like me, Trevor, Sal, and Taylor, and then he was like, watch this, and he'd like shoot a shot, and then he'd be like, oh yeah, base, cool. And then eventually he's just like, you guys want to play soccer? And then we're like, I guess, yeah. And then, like, he's like, all right, I want Taylor and Sal on my team. And then their name was going to be the Brothers. And then the kid was just like, nah, we're good. And then he's like, our name's going to be, or like, he's like, I know a name. We're like, what? He's like, Technically. It's like, we did not know what that was. And so it was base. He was just being a little kid. He was like, every time, or go ahead.
I was gonna say, to have the balls to be a 5-year-old and just walk up to a bunch of 20-year-olds being like,
Yeah.
can I play like with you guys?
Yeah.
It was just like based.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, sure.
Doesn't know.
And then we went like, when we were done, we went to play dodgeball, and he brought like a posse of like 6 other kids
Yeah,
with him
that
to
was-
play
that was
dodgeball, which
big.
was like a little pause.
We couldn't go try hard
We
on the
couldn't go
kids.
try hard on the kids. So
Yeah.
like eventually like we just gave up because the kids were just being kids.
They were
So we
being
literally
kids.
just ignored the kids and just started beating each other
Yeah.
up.
Because there was like one hardball. Pause again. It was like a volleyball type, and like I was just.
What was
trying
it? No, it was like those like when you played. What was that game in elementary school?
to,
It was like
Foursquare?
no, where like you
Wall
tag
ball?
someone with the ball. Didn't you go to Skyline?
No.
Oh, I'm actually stupid.
Skyline?
I was seeing yours, yeah,
I
yeah.
actually am so stupid. Did you play that in PE? Not squash ball, but it was like with those squishy balls, and if you hit someone, they had to sit down.
dodgeball.
It wasn't dodgeball because it was
Wait.
everyone versus everyone.
I don't remember.
And if you hit them-
No. What was it called?
Like, you hit
Revenge?
them,
Wasn't
you
it called Revenge?
No.
I
thought it
know what
started
you-
with
I
an
know what
S.
you're talking about,
You
though.
hit, so like if I have the ball, it's
Yeah.
everyone versus everyone, and it's same like dodgeball where if I hit you, you sit down where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that
Yeah.
you get back up is if you somehow get if either I get out, like, or if you're sitting down and the ball comes to you,
Like
you hit
it's-
someone while you're sitting, and
Yeah.
you hit someone while you're sitting down, and then you get back
Oh,
up.
okay.
I think
I
it's-
don't remember what that
I
game
think
is
we
called.
we played it at Chief Canum. I think we called
What
it.
is that game
I think
called?
we called it Revenge. I think
I think so. Like, I faintly.
I don't think it was
it might
called
not be called
Revenge.
Revenge.
Might
but
be like
that's what we
different
played.
name for each school.
Was it like squash? Squash ball? No.
No, squash is a whole different sport.
Vegetable.
It's like tennis ball.
I
Yeah.
don't
Te-
remember
tennis.
what it was
pickleball.
Head of
called.
the wall.
It had like a name. I thought it started with an S. What?
I know
Why
what
did
you're
we
talking
even talk
about though.
that?
'Cause we're talking about dodgeball at the jump zone.
Oh yeah. And then
But
and then the huge glitch was my sister works at Dairy Queen,
Mm-hmm.
and so
DQ.
I get it. So if
Shout out
she's
Dairy Queen.
if she's working at DQ, I get a 15% off discount on their entire menu, as long as she's like working the shift and then like she takes my order. But she also can get a 50% off discount for everything in their store. So she bought us a cake for 50% off, like a DQ ice cream cake.
Yeah.
That was like low-key really good.
yeah, it was
actually
it was
really,
like
it
actually
really
pretty
good.
massive. Like at
It was
first.
a 10-inch diameter, I
Pause.
think.
Pause.
Okay. It was like a 10-inch diameter blizzard cake.
Yeah,
With
like
like
ice cream
brownie,
cake. Yeah.
like ice cream cake with like brownie chunks in the middle, and we had that, and that literally lasted us.
Yeah,
I ended up staying.
like 3
I came
people,
over on
4
Sunday,
people,
and
actually.
I left on like Tuesday night,
yeah.
and it literally lasted from that until Tuesday night for
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
It's actually based.
So like, if you ever want to get ice cream cake, just call Trevor and he'll take you to his sister.
I'll just talk to my sister and be like, although I don't know if we're gonna be able to get away with it again, because she goes to buy. She tells me a story about how she bought the cake, and she was like, yeah. So I go to buy the cake, and my manager was like, "You just gonna eat that by yourself?" I was like, "No, it's for my brother," and her manager was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I like literally didn't hear that, because I literally can't give you 50% off discount if that's the case." I'm just like,
That's
bro,
so
don't
like, why
say
else
that.
would? Why else would they give a 30% discount? It's like you're not. If you're a worker, how many times can you eat at DQ?
Yeah.
Like realistically,
Bro.
like twice, and then you're like, yeah,
DQ
it's
is
just-
gonna send Hitman after the Bushnell family.
Literally.
They're gonna poison their.
Can I get a
blizzards.
milkshake?
Literally.
No, they're gonna double cup the blizzard, and then every time they turn it over, it's just the second cup. is
That
gonna-
unironically happened to my sister. And it was like one of the first. It was one of the first days that she was working there.
She get pranked or something?
No, I think the chill people were actually just stupid.
They just put 2.
So they put 2 cups, because I guess it was leaking or whatever like that. But then like my
Yeah.
sister didn't pay attention and didn't notice, and so she goes, "It's like, here's your blizzard." Bam! It's like, and like she told that story, and I like low-key started laughing, and she's like, "Why are you laughing? That was so embarrassing." And I'm like, "But it's also like
It's based.
low-key really funny."
It's like, here, pull out your hand. It's like, oh,
Put your hand up. Put your hand. Like,
I mean, if someone's being, if I was working and someone was like being mean, like ordering, I'd be like, I just double cup it and just do that. I just like, oh my bad, just throw it through the window.
We've got, you know what I'm actually shocked we haven't yet talked about on the podcast is our like in between Glee and concert traditions
Oh yeah.
that are
you're
like
right.
actually
Yeah.
super based.
Yep.
We should probably talk about that.
Yeah.
So there's this. Shout outs to Griffin, by the way.
Yep.
Shout out Griffin.
Shout out Griffin.
What's his last name? We gotta do first and last names. When
We
do
gotta do
shout-outs.
Griffin Rushall to piss him off.
And Gannon, his brother.
And
Ganondorf.
Shout out
Gannon.
Gannon. Is he a Gannon main? Dude, why are you... Anyways, shout out to Griffin. He
What's up?
introduced us to this card game called Coup, which is basically like a bluffing game, but like 5 million times more based. So there's like, basically, there's only 5 cards in the deck. Well, there's like 3 of every card, but like 5 different action cards in the deck. And you can use those action cards to do like different kinds of actions to get money. And it is, the more money you have, you can like kill people. And the goal is to kill people to get rid of their cards.
Yep.
And if you get rid of all their cards, then you're
Simply
out,
win.
and it's last man
Oh,
standing.
yeah,
wins.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. Coup points.
Basically.
Pretty much like who's the best liar at the end of the day, or the best bluffer.
And like the cool thing is like it's also not just bluffing. Like there's also some skill that goes into it.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
You have to have like a poker
because
face.
when you lose a card and you get rid of it, and you have to like get rid of the card, it goes face up, so everyone in the game can see the card that went out. And so since you know that there's 15 cards in the deck, you can actually card count.
Yeah.
And figure out what cards are out. And so like you also have to yes, it's a bluffing game, but you also have to bluff strategically,
Yeah.
which is like really important.
And it's fun because, like, you know, when you're first starting out, you kind of have to look at the rule sheets too to know what each card does and what moves you can do. But once you play it after a bit, you memorize
just- yeah.
everything.
Yeah, you're
so then the
starting
game
getting
goes
try hard,
super
yeah.
fast.
So you can get like try hard, and so like there's matches like it's a great game. It's a great fast game because you can get like 6 people, and it's done in like max 5 minutes. The game's
Yeah.
done in like max 5
Well, it's
minutes.
because the
which
way
is
we
based.
play, like, there's an action where it's called Duke, and you put it down, you get 3, or you don't put it
Coins.
down, but you use it, you say, use my Duke, and you get 3 coins. And pretty much we all just, like, truce for the first turn, the first 2 turns. We're just like, oh, use my Duke. And so we each get, like, infinite coins. And after, like, once you get to 10 coins, you have to use, or you have to, like, you can't go get more than 10 coins.
So you have to, and
kill
also
somebody.
the important thing is when you have 7 coins, you can pay to kill someone and force them to discard a card. But when you have 10 coins, you have to do that action. And so like after everyone collects a bunch of
Like,
money, we
yeah.
all just kill each other in a circle.
Yeah. So it's like, there's really no point. Like, we might as well just start with, like,
Like
one card.
Yeah.
But it's really fun, and it's a great game for Glee Club because it takes like 5 minutes, and like the class time is 3:15 to 4:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But like Stolman never likes to rehearse us for more than an hour unless it's like concert week, and so usually we're done by like 4:10. Usually we're done. Usually we're done by like 4:10, and concert choir doesn't start until 4:40. So it's like you have this awkward lull where like half the dudes in Glee are in concert choir, and so it's like you don't have time to leave.
Yeah.
But you also don't have time to do anything. Like you don't have time to do anything effective with your time in the
Yeah.
in between.
Just, like, walk around.
So it's just like
Walk around, or,
you can
like,
walk around. It's like walk
your
around
nose.
campus, sit in the recital hall back here, looking stupid and like waiting.
yeah, just,
Or make the best of your time, and we just make the best of our time by playing Coup.
Yeah.
And it's like really competitive. And the other cool hype thing is now we can play with 10 people.
Yeah.
Because when Glee started doing that, it would be like we would sit in the middle of the alto section like on purpose to piss off the altos. Like intentionally, we would choose to sit in the middle of the alto section, so the altos literally couldn't set up, and it low-key made them like a little bit pissed, but they would never say anything because they're altos. It's awesome, and they're based for that. But one of them, shout out to Audrey. Her name's Audrey. She like would see us playing that game all the time, and she for my birthday, it's kind of funny though. She for my birthday bought me Coup, but she bought the expansion pack.
oh, that's
So
what got
that's
it.
why I had to.
Okay.
So then I was like, well, we literally have
yeah.
the expansion pack, but we simply cannot play the game because it's literally just the expansion pack.
Yeah.
So we had to. So I ended up Like, it was a good birthday. Sorry. It was like a good birthday gift. Don't get me wrong, but it was like we got it. We were like, we literally can't do anything with this.
Because we tried the expansion pack one time.
Sucks.
It was just trash. It was just
Actually
trash.
terrible.
And then Trevor bought a whole like new deck for himself, like the
Yeah.
original
Yeah.
one.
Well, because
And-
Griffin had
Oh, yeah,
the
we
game,
used
but not the
Griffin.
deal. Well, he had the expansion pack, but he had left it at home with Ganon.
yeah.
And so it was like, I don't want to merge my expansion with his game, because then how are we going to sort the cards back out and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So I just bought my own deck.
And
for
then
like $15.
Trevor was all excited to have his own deck, and then one
the
day I
card
bet one of
just
the cards
got destroyed.
and then Trevor got super mad.
Literally
So we
don't
try
buy
to
the
we try to
cards. At
keep the
least give it, like, a
cards
week.
as
Like-
base
like,
as
they're
we
going-
can.
Like, the cards inevitably are going to get, like, worn. That's just, like, wear and tear. Like, if it's a game that you like to play, the cards are simply going to get worn out. Give it, like, a week. Like, just give it a week
It's like day one.
before you trash it. At least.
Yeah.
You know?
So I guess what we did with the segue to Love Letter.
Yeah, segment, yeah. Then we also bought this other, sorry. You were doing the segue.
Yeah, we
Where's he going?
it was Griffin's game, right? Originally, or he had it.
Oh,
Griffin.
Love Letter.
Yeah, Griffin had this
Yeah.
other game called Love Letter, and it's pretty much just like there's cards 0 through 9, and each of them are like a different character
Yeah.
/ action.
Yeah.
And you pretty much just like there's no really bluffing. It's more just about pretty much luck at the end of the day. It's just what you draw, and you kind of just like I don't know. Pretty much just like it's just pretty much just luck. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
There's literally no skill. Well, there is
there
skill,
is, but like
it's mostly luck.
like it's like 2 cards that involve skill, and so it's like you're pretty much just like if you can kind of big brain it, but it's like you can't card count. I mean, you can't. It's like you
card
can.
count too.
You can
But
like
again,
pseudo card count, pseudo big brain it, but it's like you can't consistently do it, and so. But
We like Love Letter because it's also really fast. You can finish a game in like 5 minutes, and honestly, having a game that's total BS,
yeah,
like that's
low-key
such
more
like completely
fun.
luck. It's just
Yeah.
it just leads for funny moments where
Yeah.
it's just like
Cause like
it's
you
like
can
you
like
get an action happen to you, and it's like, well,
Well,
I'm literally
yeah.
gonna get out next turn because I know what cards people have, and it's just like I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And so like we'll just like be with honor. Like if it's like there's one card in the deck called a guard, where you get to guess someone else's card in the deck, but there's other actions that let you see other people's cards or let you really easily infer other people's cards. And we're just like so big brain to the point where like if we know that like someone has a certain card, we'll literally just play the card and be like,
It's
bye.
like, bye.
And we'll just like honest,
Yeah.
we'll just like be honest and just like get
Yeah.
ourselves out, which is hilarious. You're gonna miss out on it because you're studying
I
abroad.
know. For a semester, I'll be back. Well, Uriah won't be here
yeah.
by the time I
Right.
get back.
But the other thing is like you're missing out on like concert choir tour. We're
I'm
going to
missing
your high
out.
school.
We're going to my high school. I never did choir in that high school, but you guys are going to it. Oh, shucks. But it's also Snoqualmie, too. I love visiting. I actually visited Snoqualmie like a week and a half ago. But
Oh, I meant to ask you on a personal level.
oh, really? No.
Because now that you've seen Antoine, did he get? How mad is he that you played the DLC tracks?
Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
Okay, good. Basically, I'll let you tell the story because it's your house, your rules, your friends.
Oh, no.
Your rules.
So, yeah, we always love to do Burial Kart. It's like
Area
a
card?
yeah,
No,
Burial Kart.
Birrio, not Birria.
Oh.
Like the restaurant, like the Mexican restaurant that we went
Burial
to.
Kart.
By the way.
Shout out Ron
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, shout out Rod.
Yeah,
Rod Gonzalez, by the way.
shout out, Rod.
Also, shout out, what's his name? Mario?
Judah.
No. I forget your last name. Sorry, Mario. No, so we play Burial Kart. We started doing it sophomore year, and it's like, it almost became a every weekend
Sophomore year,
tradition.
we all like got held back, so you were all 21, obviously.
Held
What?
back.
Isn't it like
What?
jailbroken? What is it?
Jailbird?
What? Burial cart? What is that?
No, I'm about to
No,
explain.
explain
Okay,
it.
sorry.
This is why I made the
I'm about
joke.
to
like,
mansplain,
if
by the
you're-
way.
Like, you're all held back a year, and you're about to see why. Never mind. I shouldn't have made the joke. I'm actually stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid as
I'm
hell.
actually just stupid.
So Burial Kart, it's like everybody who plays, has a can of beer at the start, preferably
Oh,
a
it's a
12
drinking
ounce. Yes, it's
A 4D.
you get a can. You have a can of beer. You play Mario Kart. You have to finish your can of beer by the end of the race, but you can't drink and drive at the same time.
So you have to like stop.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
stop, or you
Okay.
chug it all at the beginning, which is usually what we do.
I don't drink milk.
But yeah, it's because Mario Kart has like new DLC tracks they release once in a while. You know, we all like to play those, like in addition to like add them to our repertoire, our resume of Mario Kart experience. But Antoine wants everybody to like, because he's the one who gets all the new tracks, so he wants everybody to wait. He wants
Don't play
everybody to
until I'm
wait
there, by the way.
until the next time we reunite to play him. And I was just like, Trevor and I are playing.
And it was like literally because it came out in like mid-July, and I literally texted Nick. I'm like, the tracks came out mid-July. The tracks just came out. You want to just come over and play them on? He's just like, yeah.
No, the next time all of us would reunite to play Mario Kart would probably be in like late August, and like
Wait
I was
2
not
months
gonna
to
wait
play
that long.
Mario Kart.
I'm sorry.
He's like simply just want to enjoy Mario Kart.
I just
want to
play. I just want to play the bathroom level, man. The based bathroom.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the latest DLC for the Mario Kart.
It's not
on the
amazing.
Switch.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Friggin'
A
Mario
lot of
Kart
people were like,
Tour.
I was looking online, a lot of people were like, this is simply the best wave of DLC.
No.
And I was like, that is simply capped. There
I
were
think-
so many better tracks and all the older ones.
Yeah.
The only thing that like saved it for me was the fact that like they added Wiggler. Because I like
The
main
Rizzler.
Wiggler on 3DS Mario
Wiggler.
Kart.
Yeah, I don't know. They like. It's annoying how they shove Mario Kart Tour down our throats.
Yeah,
every single-
Tour is like it's new tracks that, like no one's ever played on because no one plays the mobile game. But that like simply doesn't
Oh
make
wait,
it good.
oh they're from them. Oh, you said that.
So when it
They're-
says tour, yes, when it
That's
says when it says tour on the track selection, it
Yeah.
means it's from the mobile game. So it's like it basically means
To
it's the
add-
new, it basically means it's the new track. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a new
Like,
track because who
technically-
plays the mobile game?
I think I've only played Mario Kart Tour once, and I just like deleted
I
it.
like-
I remember.
I grinded it for the first week it came out and then never touched it ever again.
Like I remember,
Ass.
like either sophomore or junior of high school, like they announced that they were gonna make it, and like all my friends were like, "Oh, it's gonna be so basic. We can play Mario Kart," and then it came out and it's just trash, and so we
Yeah,
just like
awful.
Trash.
didn't play it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm just curious. How many Mario Kart games have you guys played?
I played one on the Game Boy Advance, but it was basically like a remake of the original Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I played DS.
Yeah, I played DS.
Wii.
I think also Wii.
7 and 8.
Also 8.
I think that's it.
I feel so bad because my first console I ever bought was well, it's not really a console, but the first gaming system I should say I ever personally owned was a Nintendo 3DS,
Yeah.
and I played a
Really?
crap first console, first hand like gaming system I'd ever
that's actually
personally
crazy.
owned. Like
It's
I had
pretty, like,
played, I had,
fortunate.
Crazy.
my
Yeah.
family had
Bro
it.
never,
He didn't
never got
experience
a
the
Wii.
Game Boy.
Never
My
got a
family
Wii, never
had
got
a
that
Nintendo
DS,
64
never got
and a
that
Wii,
Game
so I
Yeah.
played on a Nintendo 64
yeah.
and a Wii already. But the first one that I personally owned and bought with my own money was a Nintendo 3DS. And I bought it in 5th grade. Like I saved up in 5th grade to buy a
Those
Nintendo
were
3DS.
based. Like
which
you
was
could
awesome.
set like the.
The 30-sider that was actually
Yeah.
trash and
I mean,
never worked.
It was based for Mario 3D World. That's
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
That's
it
the
actually
one
worked
I
That was a
played.
good
man.
game. I like that one.
then they had
And that's
the,
why we gotta play. Because I had the sequel on the Switch, and it's co-op. It's couch co-op. Like we should low-key play that before Mario Wonder comes out.
Okay.
Be based.
No.
Something other than Smash we can play in the apartment.
Based.
Let them beat Smash.
We should have a based counter. For
But anyways,
podcasts.
I was saying because
Up
I
to 60.
I bought the Nintendo 3DS, so I played a crap ton of Mario Kart 7. Have you played Mario Kart 7 at least?
Maybe like
You played Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
Would you say it's fair to say that Mario Kart 8 is literally just Mario Kart 7? but with
Basically,
better-
yeah. It
with
literally
just-
is.
It's just a better Mario Kart 7.
Yes.
Like when Mario Kart 8 came out, Mario Kart 7 was simply forgettable. Even though it was a good game when it was out.
Yeah.
It was a phenomenal game, but then Mario Kart 8 comes out and it's like, this
It's
can do
just Mario Kart.
This
7.
does literally everything that. This does literally everything that like Mario Kart 7 did.
Yeah. They just added. They just changed Lucky 7 to Crazy 8.
Yeah, they just literally got something crazy and added new tracks and anti-gravity. So it was like basically, all the same features, which was like,
to me, it's like how many Mario games or Mario Karts can you make
yeah.
in a row?
But it was
Yeah.
like because I'd spent so much time in Mario Kart 7, it was like simply I'm never like now that I have a Switch with Mario Kart 8, I'm simply
Yeah,
never
never
going to
gonna
play
go
Mario
back.
Kart 7 ever again.
Yeah.
Unless on an emulator.
And even then, like at that point, I should just play Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Because all the good 7 tracks, except for the Wii Sports Resort tracks,
That was a good one. I like the.
are
Wii
all
Sports.
ported to Switch.
When are they gonna add the Wii Sports Resort track?
I'm hoping that Wii Sports Resort tracks will get added in the last DLC wave, but I'm worried
2025,
it's not.
2025.
2030.
I also would not be surprised if Mario Kart pulls a Smash Bros. Where they were like, all right, by the way, Smash Bros. We're going to release 6 characters. And they were like, yeah, JK, we're actually going to release 12 when the 6 characters had already come out.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Nintendo does the same thing with Mario Kart, where it's like, all right, last wave of DLC is out. By the way, there's going to be another 48 tracks that you can buy for $25.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Because, what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just has everything. What are you going to do?
How many are in
Like,
the
how are you
game?
going to make a new Mario? It's like the same thing with Smash. Like, how are you going to make a new Smash game after
characters?
Ultimate? Like, it's anything after Ultimate is just going to have to be a worse game because you
Pretty
can't fit all
much.
those characters.
No. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. Like, how are they gonna follow it
Like-
up?
So it's like, how do you follow up Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which has most of the good base tracks from all the old games plus new tracks?
How many?
It's like it's the ultimate Mario Kart.
Just make another
Mario
one.
Kart.
Copy paste.
Yeah,
Just
but it's
slap
like
a
why?
9.
But like, why spend development resources to make a Mario Kart 9
When you could make
when you
money
could
off of Mario
when you could
Kart
make money
8.
off Mario Kart 8?
mean,
And just
fit it,
keep
but I
making
think-
DLC.
but, like, I
that would
feel
just
like-
be easier because it's also less time on their part.
I feel like they would.
And cheaper.
People would simply still buy it.
Some good Italian water.
Yeah, there'd be. I'm not saying there's not going to be a market, but it's like,
I mean, to
When-
us, it seems like pointless, but to a company, they're probably like Mario Kart 9 in like 7 years. And people are like, the old one's kind of old. And then it's going to be a new gen of like the
Yeah.
younger gen coming up. And it's like,
yeah.
that one came out some time ago, so we're going to get the new one.
Yeah. Indoctrinate the new gen.
We should do like a Mario Kart tier list. I'd just be curious to see what your guys' thoughts are.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have enough knowledge of Mario Kart.
Me neither.
Okay, never mind. I'm actually stupid, and
Yeah.
we were never going to talk about that on the podcast. I'm actually just dumb.
Yeah. What else was
Let's
scripted
do
for this?
Oh,
wait, there was no script.
Smash character tier list. Live.
Dude, what pisses me off, that reminds me. There's this game that we started playing in the apartment before Taylor and Rod left. I don't know what you guys called it, but it was basically like you would think of a number between like
Wavelength.
wavelength.
Yeah,
Okay,
shout
so
out
you would
Taylor.
think of a number between 1 and 10, and you would try and like we're like so like for example, it would be me. I'd turn away and not pay attention. You and Uriah would come up with a number between 1 and 10.
Yeah.
And agree on that number, and then I'd turn back around and I would ask questions, and you would try and like give answers that are like very similar to that number.
Yeah.
On like a based scale kind of
That's
thing.
cool.
Yeah.
So it's like if you had picked like
One.
and I said, Uriah, name a fast food restaurant.
Dick's. Sorry, bro.
Pause.
And it's just like, I said fast food restaurant.
That is
Yeah,
fast
it's
food.
so you never
Dick's?
heard of it.
Yes,
I thought
it
it's so
is.
trash. It's literally in Spokane. It was like Rod's like
There's one down there.
Indie
That's a
spot.
sports store.
No.
No.
There's
yeah,
Dick's
yes, but
Drive-In.
no. It's literally like
Dick's
down,
Drive-In.
It's on Division.
Is that fast food?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sliders.
It's like
the whammies.
Frugals kind of. No, it's not.
You get the
It's
whammy.
like
It's like sliders.
yeah,
Okay.
and chicken strips. It's like Zips. You know, it's
Zips is also trash, is the thing.
yeah. Zips is middles.
Chicken and
Zips
fries
is
are
so bad.
mid.
I haven't been to Zips once, just know it's trash.
Yeah.
Really? You never been to it once?
I've never been to Zips either.
Really?
I mean, they advertise themselves as
Really, by
like
the way.
world famous
brother
tartar
works at
sauce,
Zips.
bro.
Really?
The one that's like right down
Josiah?
the street. No, Easton. You've never met him.
Damn.
Josiah doesn't live here. You literally knew
Shout out
he was active
Josiah,
duty.
by the
You
way.
met Josiah. He was active duty military.
based.
He's like. He's
The
based.
Bushnell fast food family.
Yeah,
We
Zips,
just need
Dairy
one
Queen.
at Popeyes,
I'll just start working at Frugals.
and then it's the
all right.
holy,
How about this?
the infinity
If
gauntlet
you
of fast food.
if you guys had to work at a fast food restaurant,
I can't
It
say
literally- you can't say that, dude. You're gonna get jump canceled on stream.
jump canceled.
I'm gonna have to edit that. Okay, Sal, 41 minutes
No,
and
Sal's
15
not here.
seconds. You need to write that down and remember that so that when I go back and edit it, I'm gonna remember to take it out. Because I actually can't say that. it's not
We're
okay.
not gonna
All right,
undermine
so-
fast food workers.
As I was saying before the intermission, if you guys are forced to work at a fast food restaurant of your choice, what would you choose?
I mean, I think
Like you like drop the phone to like get my attention, like show me like a message on your phone like you've been doing this entire time. I was like, why would you just like auto drop your phone?
I would say probably Popeyes because
I have to work at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
If I have to,
But you get to
I'm
choose.
Gonna die if I
Oh no,
work at
Chick-fil-A. Duh.
Oh,
yeah.
bait.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A.
That's actually so true.
Because then I get to say my pleasure like
My pleasure.
every 10 seconds.
I would say like top 3 would be Chick-fil-A, Frugals.
Oh, hell no.
I would work at
No.
Frugals.
I'm not scraping the grill. I'm just gonna be
No.
like base and just talk to the people eating.
Exactly, and that's hype. That's like low-key kind of hype. Chick-fil-A, Frugals,
Hot as F in there,
Five
too.
Guys.
Okay.
Low-key Five Guys, but also be based to
I
work
think it'd be
at.
fun to like take the potatoes and make them into fries.
Just
Huh?
like the cutter.
The tighter cutter makes some wedges.
Or
Yeah.
Popeyes
Yeah.
or Chick-fil-A. Because I mean, I assume you get like a free meal at each establishment or
Yeah,
something.
probably. Or at least like
Yeah.
a significant discount.
It's like
Probably a free meal while you're working. Because I know that my sister, while she's working, gets 1 free meal
yeah.
at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
It's like, can I get a
What else
50-piece
was Dairy
catered chicken nugget for free, please?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Chick-fil-A would be the most chill to work at.
Because there's like
Those Shake
infinite-
Shack. I don't know. Shake Shack would be cool to work at too. I feel like
I've never
Shake
been
You get
to
some-
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack's good. There's none over here. I went to Shake Shack while I was in DC. Oh yeah, no. Two of my coworkers, now friends, that I met over in DC.
Oh,
The
good!
sprinklers.
The sprinklers are on! Good!
So if you hear whirring, that's the sprinklers.
Yeah.
You guys are
We're
gonna
not
get
being
some
jumped.
awesome sprinkler ASMR in the background,
Yep.
by the way. So
JOI.
enjoy that.
Nah, as I was saying, yeah, no, shout out Jeff Odongo and Thomas Crow. They were telling me about some like fast food restaurants in the South, like this one called like Cookout, and it's like just
It's
That
just
already
fried
sounds-
chicken.
I know it already sounds like
That's- yeah.
chaos. It's just like barbecue, but it's like the food. I guess the
Like a
food.
Texas thing?
It's the
It's like the
South, like
South,
deep
yeah.
South. I think the furthest north it goes is Virginia,
I
but
gotta talk about Zach. We gotta see if Zach's had it.
Zach's probably had it, maybe. Cookout, yeah, it's like a barbecue fast food joint. I guess it's not really for the food; it's more for the experience. They mentioned Bojangles too.
Oh yeah, I've heard of
They're
Bojangles.
I've heard of that.
Bojangles,
I've
Or
never
like
heard.
Jollibees.
Jollibees. No, I've never heard of that one. I
like
really
a-
want to go to Waffle House. Like at
You
like
ever been?
no,
It's
I want to
so-
go out
Is
like
there, isn't there one in Spokane?
no, they
Is
don't.
there not?
No, they don't
Like
come
in
up here.
Cali.
But
Cali and also on the south. On
No.
the
Kind
south.
of.
like the
Depends.
South,
South.
we're talking like the deep
Like
South.
my grandparents have.
Like Louisiana.
Yeah.
My- well, my
Louisiana,
grandparents have
Georgia,
CGP.
Alabama. But no, like I want to go to Waffle House like 3 a.m.
I've been to one like after going to like Knott's Berry Farm. It was like it's pretty much just like it's like Denny's, but like a little bit more ghetto. Not in a bad way. It's just like it's like just like some random cook, and he like it's good. It's like good as f, but it's just you can probably run into some sketchy situations because people usually go in there. It's open 24 hours, I think, or like
Pretty close.
like
to
pretty
Yeah,
close. And
it
so
is.
people go in like late, and just like there's a lot of like viral clips.
Yeah.
Waffle House.
World
It's like,
star.
yeah. World star.
No, what's crazy about Waffle House though is Waffle House is always open no matter what, except for dire emergencies. So there's something called the Waffle House Index, where like if there's Waffle Houses closing,
And it's like
that means
run.
something bad's
Yeah.
about to happen. Like, so if there's like a hurricane coming to southern Florida or something, like if your Waffle House is closing,
It's like, are you guys open? No.
you gotta
No,
take
I'm out of
shelter.
here. I'm not going to the nearby state. I'm going to get out of here.
But
One of my
yeah.
speedrunning friends, he lives in Ohio, and they have Waffle Houses up in Ohio. And he has one like within walking distance of his college in Ohio.
No.
Bro,
And
that probably
people,
gets like
He legitimately. I feel like there was one point where it was. He's gonna get mad when I say this, but I feel like it was like either once a week or like once every other week, 4 a.m. Waffle House trip.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would.
I would too. That we
If
did.
I was right there,
That's,
I'd
you
just
know,
go to Waffle
It
House.
seems like such a interesting experience. I
Like,
actually had a dream I was in Waffle House till like 4
Oh my
a.m.
god.
There's like literally a fight going on.
He did like a simulation of Waffle House in his dream.
I already
like,
did it.
"Hey, I'm prepped for
I already
it.
prepped for water for Waffle House.
What did you get in your dream?
What I get? Waffles.
Not the blue
I
one.
got a house.
Good.
Waffle and a house.
I feel like In-N-Out would also be a good one to work out.
Oh, In-N-Out's cool. I don't know if it would be good to work at,
I
but
feel like be infinite people, like
You'd be-
infinite California
Oh
dudes.
my
and
god.
then you have to know the secret menu too.
Yeah. Can I get a tomato sandwich, please?
Can I get a 4x4?
Okay,
Let
One
it
thing-
swim.
it would be hella cash burn, but you should think about maybe doing this too because it would be really, really fun.
That's
There's
Sal
this
off camera.
challenge I found on YouTube where
You
it was
eat
made by a
cinnamon.
YouTuber,
You eat
the
cinnamon.
Doug Doug Challenge.
Wait, what?
It's called the Doug Doug Challenge. Basically,
Doug?
you get 4 people in a car, and you have to hit 10 fast food restaurants back to back. No, you hit. It gets worse. It gets worse. You hit 10 fast food restaurants back to back, and you have to order whatever the person in front of you ordered.
That's
That'd be like literally like $200 or something.
But it would be like you would split it across the 4 people.
I would just wait.
Oh yeah,
for
it makes
like,
it so much better.
I know, but like you can only have a maximum of 4 people in the car. You have to eat all of the food that the person in front of you
Before-
ordered before going to the next restaurant.
Wait, like
And
the
it's like-
car,
the car in front
and
of you.
then
So you go
like
through
whatever
the
they get,
drive-thru,
you split in the like, or
and then
each.
you split. Yeah, so you
Oh,
can
okay,
decide how
okay,
you
okay,
divvied
okay,
up
okay,
in the car.
okay.
It's not like everyone in the car has to do all
I
10
would-
because you would die. It's like 15,000. That's like 20,000 calories. But like you would have like 4 people in the car, and you would split the workload, and so you'd have to strategize on like how you split. You can split the workload however you want. Like one person could eat the entire meal for a place if you really wanted.
Yeah.
It's up to the car on how you split up the order, but you have 4 people in a car, and the goal is to hit 10 fast food restaurants. But it's also just like how many fast food restaurants can you hit before you actually want to vomit and kill yourself.
Yeah, we'd have Rod hit Dick's. We'd have Sal hit Mango Tree.
But it
We'd
has
have
to be a drive-through.
we'd
It has
have
to be a
Trevor
drive-through.
hit Frugals.
Shout out Mango Tree.
I would hit Chick-fil-A, and what would you hit? Waffle House.
Bro, there's
But it's like there's also a bunch of other stipulations. So like, you can only go to one drink place. So you can't just like spam Starbucks, basically. Which is,
Some
I think,
guy
fair.
orders like 20
Why-
croissants.
He's
You can
French,
go
bro.
to a maximum of 2 dessert places. You can repeat
Krispy
one
Kreme.
restaurant. So like you can't go to like it has to be like you can. I don't know how else to explain the rule. I literally just explained the rule.
Yeah.
So you can repeat a restaurant once. Otherwise, it needs to be unique restaurants.
Shake Shack.
And there was another really important rule.
$20 for a chicken
Oh, you
sandwich.
have to go to a KFC.
You have
For the risk
Seriously?
of like someone getting the massive bucket, just for the memes. Like if someone gets the
Bro,
massive bucket,
like, it would have to be at the beginning. 'cause
That's so much
Yeah,
grease.
you have
at
to
the
read the
end,
names. It's
you
like-
would just
That's so
vomit.
much grease.
but it's like people treat it as a speedrun. It's like you just go get KFC, they order the big bag, and just like reset the run.
Yeah.
What's this called? What's the
Sit out
game
the
called? What's the game called?
Well, it's a real world challenge that streamers do. It's called the Doug Doug Challenge.
The
It's
Doug
a dude
Doug
named Doug Doug that made it. I would low key be down.
I
You
would
guys wanna
kind
do
of.
it
I would
sometime.
kind
I
of be
would
down.
kind of be down.
I would kind of be down.
I
Oh,
probably,
because then the cost wouldn't be as. It maybe
wait,
be
because
like
you're splitting all 10 restaurants between all 4 people.
we would just like wait outside the establishment and see like one dude drive up. But if it's like a whole van, you're like, nah. Man.
But I watched
Oh my God.
Ludwig. I watched Ludwig do it
van.
with the boys on his podcast. So because he has 4 people, he has like he and his 3 roommates like do the podcast, and so the podcast episode. Well, it wasn't the podcast episode, but the podcast boys to advertise their podcast did that challenge on his stream. Literally within
it
the
bad?
first 5 streams, they got 10,000. Within the first 5 fast food restaurants, they hit 10,000 calories. They got really
God.
unlucky.
I would have to.
Hit
I'd have to
10,000
starve myself for. a
Okay,
day.
but here's the
Yeah.
thing. They hit 10,000 calories, and then like restaurant 7, they went to Krispy Kreme as one of their dessert places.
And someone got like 125.
No, the dude in front of them at Krispy Kreme got a single glazed donut, which was
Glitch.
super
It's a
big.
glitch.
And they were like, "Oh my god, that was so good." And so then they were pulling out, and the dude was like the car in front. They noticed that the car that was in front of them that bought this single glazed donut was going back through the drive-through, and they were like, "Cut off
Wait,
any
what?
person, because we're gonna redeem our do the same restaurant again to hopefully get lucky and get barely anything again.
That dude was probably doing the same challenge, but like just did it on himself.
The second time it was 3 glazed donuts, but still, even that
Wait,
is
what?
like still
That's
bad.
crazy.
He bought one. He's like, wait, I want.
There's some
more. I like
strategy
it.
to this. I like it.
Basically,
That's awesome. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. It's gonna
it
be
was really fun. They
expensive
went
as hell,
to
though.
In-N-Out, and that was what did their major damage. They went
Oh,
In-N-Out,
dang.
like 3rd restaurant,
And someone got like
and
5
it was
burgers.
the person in front was a 4-person car. Every single person got a full combo meal. It was like a double cheeseburger,
Oh.
large fry, and they were all like fat as F, I swear, because they all got that combo meal and replaced their soft drink with a milkshake. Every last one of them. So it was basically
like,
everyone in the car had to eat a full-on meal.
Like 2 pounds of food.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's like what really ruined their run. Like, and that was 3rd restaurant.
Oh my
Milkshake
God.
with your meal. I can't do that.
That's horrible.
Just give me a
I don't
just
do that
tough.
much anymore.
Yeah.
That sounds like ass. I would have to starve myself for a whole day before doing that.
Yeah, literally.
And then I have to like hit the gym for like 5 hours.
I'm just like,
Well, and they were like, as strategies, they would like, because there's no rules about what you can do. Like, you're supposed to do all 10 in one sitting, obviously, but there's no rules about like what you can do while you're eating. It's like you're not gonna go do a run because that would make you throw up, as we know from experience.
yeah.
Tell that story probably
Yeah.
afterwards. But like, they would often like walk in a park while eating their food, just that they're burning something,
Yeah.
so that they don't feel like absolute crap the entire day. You know
But
what
I
I mean?
heard like that
Bro.
was a myth, by the way.
What?
Like, if I don't know the full exact explanation, but like if you like think that walking after you eat, I'm just not. I'm
burns
actually saying
calories?
it's like something about that is like not true.
Nah, bro.
Something.
I think it's more like it helps with the mental
maybe.
game.
Yeah.
You gotta hit up a sauna.
Yeah.
That's how you
Yeah.
burn
And you
calories.
just have grease flowing out.
Grease blowing out your pores. Yeah, I guess that reminds me. I don't think I've told the story in the pod because it happened pretty recently.
Yeah.
And we had 2 weeks off on the pod. But basically, me and Uriah and our roommate Sal, who's watching us in the background, shout out to Sal, by the way. Shout out to Sal, by the way.
Good.
This is cameo for the day.
There's this cameo, off-camera cameo. It's not going to be on the podcast this episode, by the way.
Voiceover.
But we went, me and Uriah and Sal went to Denardi's because Rod was, for some reason, in Yakima. Well, not for some reason. He was in Yakima doing his law program. And Taylor was at Bright Star Rehearsal. So we were like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just get dinner. But I had already had dinner at my house, but I was like, it's Denardi's. I love Denardi's. It's literally my favorite pizza place. I'll go to get Denardi's again. So the 3 of us go to Denardi's. We share a whole large pizza. And we live in, for those who are like familiar with Gonzaga, we live in the 940 North apartments. And like for Uriah to park his car, because of the stupid one-ways that like Spokane decides to litter because they think they're so smart with one-ways, that this is literally stupid. He had, like, Uriah, in order to park his car, has to go, like, literally make a full circle
Yeah.
to get to the parking lot. But, like, if you were to walk on foot, there's, like, a back entrance that, like, is connected to campus that you could, like, get to our apartment, get to the back door of our apartment complex. And so I was like, I think that I can get to our apartment complex on foot before you guys get to the apartment complex in a car. And they were like, you're literally stupid for that. And I was like, watch me. And we literally, without saying anything, we leave the restaurant. I just book it on my, I can just start running. I just like get up and leave, and they're just like, okay, you're just stupid.
Yeah.
I beat them by like 15 seconds. Instantly throw up the second we get to my apartment.
Like we're in the
Because I had
elevator.
2 dinners, because I
What
had
a
dinner at my
waste
house and got
Oh,
Denardi's.
money. That's such a
was
waste.
a
So I was
of
like
glitch.
money.
and it was funny because like we were in the elevator going up, and it was like they could tell I was about to throw up, and it was like really hard because I'm like wanting to laugh.
And we
'Cause
were
you
like,
got- they were, like, reacting hard.
making noises. He was like actually, like any sudden movement, he was literally about to throw up. So he was literally like,
It was
just.
funny because they were like stimming and being really funny, and it was like I wanted to laugh, but if I laughed, it would have been all over the elevator and all over Uriah and Sal, which would have been so bad.
And then when we were about to get to the door, he's like, "I'm actually gonna throw up." And he like runs in. And you just hear like, ooh.
That's the first time I've thrown up since like junior year of high school. It was like 4 years that I had not thrown up
Crazy.
once.
Oh.
Had COVID and everything, and just did not yak at all. Like when I get
Props.
sick, it's just like I get crazy high fevers, like ridiculously high fevers,
Yeah.
like that don't make any sense. Like I will literally just like get sick, take the temperature, yeah, 102.
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
frig, man.
105.
Like COVID, I don't know
space.
how I just like simply didn't. Should have gone to the hospital because like
Where we at?
you remember
104?
when we had COVID when when we had COVID together in the apartment, I literally had a 104-degree fever.
Dude.
Yeah, it was pretty
I was like
Holy
actually
cow,
dying.
brother.
I like probably should have gone to the ER or something like that.
Bro, I went to the ER when I had COVID, but it was just because, like, for some reason, like, one evening my eye just started hurting. Like, it starts itching and getting watery. So I kind of rubbed it and then rubbed the other eye. Soon my other eye was getting all itchy
like
and
a
stuff
hot pepper.
and goopy and stuff. And, like, I, like, had pink eye. So somehow I
Just
developed
transferred.
developed pink eye in one eye from COVID.
Good.
And then I spread it to the other eye. And I looked it up. There's like a very, very small chance you can get pink eye from COVID.
That's actually so
And I
random.
managed to get it.
Crazy.
So the next morning I went to the ER and got like some ointment.
That's crazy.
Put it in my eyelids.
It's like every illness is linked to COVID.
Yeah, so if we
Everything.
get COVID again at the beginning of the semester, I will kill you. Like, actually will kill you. So. All right, well, my computer is like,
Nah.
can I say that?
You've already said
maybe?
stimming so many times.
Maybe.
Maybe just
Stimming
said-
is fine, but
Yeah.
like that, I don't think I can say that.
But
I
like
don't know.
you're
All right,
you
so
are. Yeah.
also write down 57 minutes, 44 seconds. I have to cut that out too.
Yeah, audio's still going fine though.
Yeah, the audio's going fine, but like, okay. The audio's going fine, but like, my computer's like, I need to like factory reset my computer. Literally stop.
Well, I'm literally looking at the items.
Like, the audio's recording fine, but like, there were moments in the video where like, it was like flat, flicker, like freeze, and
Oh
like
yeah,
auto
that's
catch
what, yeah,
up.
that's what I was.
So you guys are just gonna have to deal with that. Can you stop?
Stop what? I'm all the way over here. I don't know what
Okay,
you're talking
whatever. Anyways,
about. Anyway,
thank you guys so much for watching the podcast. We're gonna go back and play Coup and Smash probably.
Yep,
Coon Smash.
Because like that's just base.
that's just the baseness.
Sorry for the darkness. We literally started recording at 7:30, which was literally stupid. We should have started recording at like 7 or 6:30, but
No, I kind of gave an ambiance and the light. Oh,
the
the lights popped up, so it's like
That's
kinda
true. The lights in the
vibes.
background popped up, so it's kind of nice.
GU.
We're gonna school's about to start, and then we'll have the gang all on campus, and it'll be.
No.
We got some exciting
No.
plans for the pod
No.
for the school year. It'll be hype. We're excited. He won't be back though because he's studying abroad. Which is, bye.
Just
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. By the way,
Bye.
hopefully we can have you on one more time before you leave. 'cause
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, that'd be
Or you
nice.
could just you could key me in.
We'll
while I'm over
Zoom
there.
call you with
Do
little
a
Yeah,
Jeremy.
we'll
special
Zoom. I mean,
app.
we literally have been doing Discord calls over the summer for the pod, anyways. So.
Yeah, just do a Discord call or something.
All right. Well, bye.
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 Bye. Remember, half closed. Half
Oh,
closed.
yep. Have closed.
Don't wait.
All right.
Half closed.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
I'm going up.